Guess who's back?
Caleb's back.
Guess who's back?
Caleb's back.
Say hey, Caleb.
Hello.
We're back. I'm Matt. This is Pete. Welcome back to our series of becoming a more complete tennis player. Today's a very special day because me and Caleb love closing it out. So does Pete.
Yep.
Who doesn't love pure offense?
Right. This is all about closing out points. We're also going to be using some awesome pros for the example. Johnny Mack, my favorite growing up for closing out points.
One of the best closers of all time.
Pete Sampras. And of course, this is becoming like the Roger Federer series, but Roger Federer pretty much does everything well.
He applies to all the things that apply to being a more complete tennis player.
Yeah. So what we're going to look at is the approach shot, some decisions that we're not quite making correctly that we can change. It's going to make a big difference in our ability to win points. And then the decision on where to put the volley. So Matt, how many times have you played a match and you missed that last easy shot? You played a perfect point. We've all done it. I've done it.
Yeah, you set yourself up. Sometimes your opponent may have fell over onto the ground and you can literally hit the volley anywhere and you miss it. But no, I think a lot of times what it is just if you don't go in there knowing exactly where you want to put that volley, then you leave the little chance for something to sneak into your head. Next thing you know, you've missed it.
That's right. So we're going to make the decision-making process really easy. So as you get up to that, you know exactly where you're going to hit those volleys. If you get a certain volley, it's going to take all the thought process out of it. That makes it better on everybody.
Yeah, really. You don't want to be thinking out there. You just want to be executing.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Do you ever dream of playing like a tennis pro?
In dem ein weiterer Wechsel, eine weitere Wende in diesem Spiel.
But you end up on the tennis court looking like a tennis Joe Schmo. In your mind, you think your forehand looks like this, but in reality, it looks more like this. Don't let bad tennis happen to you. And don't worry, because Crunch Time Coaching is releasing a 10-part series called The Complete Tennis Player, where we teach you in order, one skill at a time, how to go from being a tennis zero to a tennis hero. Okay, that's really cheesy, but you want to be great at tennis, right? Let's get started.
So we're going to do a little drill and show a big mistake that I see out there is people when they get an approach shot, lots of times they like that ball coming in their hitting zone around their waist. So they'll let the ball bounce, go high, and then drop so it's nice and comfortable. The problem with that, even though you feel more comfortable hitting the ball, is you're almost at the baseline. So then you got to run all the way to the net, and it takes a long time to get there, and you're leaving a lot of court open for your opponents to pass you. So guys, as I feed this ball, I'm going to feed it high, but let it come down to your waist. You have to let it come down your waist, and then you can hit and run in, okay? So let's see what that looks like. So here we go, I'm feeding this ball, it's high. Now he can go and get it there, but he's gonna let it drop, hit, and now he's running in. You see how it's a long way from the net right now. That's a perfect demo, Caleb. Matt's gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna let the ball go high, it's gonna bounce, it's gonna come back right at the waist, and he comes in. Now he feels good about that, but he's still got a long way to travel in net. The next thing we're going to do is now these guys are trying to get up to the ball, still have comfortable spacing, and they're going to try and take it around their chest area. So guys, you see this come, try and take it at the chest, and it's going to require them to actually feel like they're swinging down on the ball a bit. So let's take a look at this. Ready? Here we go. Okay, get up to that ball in a hurry. So he's there. Excellent job, and now he's on that net a lot sooner. Here we go. Here comes Matt. He's up there. Look at that. Matt's there quick. Perfect job. He's on the net before we know it. Here comes Caleb again. Caleb, get on up there. Get that ball quickly. Good. I think Caleb can even get up to the ball faster. Ready? So let's see how Matt does here. He's getting up there. He's getting up there quick. Getting that high, and that feels good. That actually makes it, once you get comfortable with that height, actually makes the shot a lot easier.
So, Pete, the thing I was thinking about while we were doing that is not only is it helping us hit a better ball and giving us a better chance to get into the net quickly, it's robbing our opponent of time. Pretty much every time we give ourselves extra time from something we're doing on the court, you're taking time to get time.
That's right. That ball, if you're running up and getting that ball and hitting it, it's on your opponent like that. And so they're going to have so much less time to prepare. So that's a great point, Matt. And let's get into our next part of this video, which is deciding if we're going to approach cross court or down line, because I've heard different thoughts from different coaches. And of course, we've got our own thoughts here at Crunch Time Coaching. All right, Matt, so many people are confused on when they're playing. We're doing singles now. When they get an approach shot, should they be approaching cross court or down the line? What have you heard is better to approach cross court, down line, and singles?
I've always heard up the line is the way to go.
Yeah. Up the line is a good way to go. We're going to demo that in a second. But also, people would like to hit cross court lots of times too, because it is easier. Sometimes it feels more natural to hit cross court. If I'm here, I'm hitting over a lower part of the net. We're pretending that I'm on the other side right now. So I'm hitting a lower part of the net, and I got more court to hit in. So a lot of times that feels more comfortable. If I'm going to hit down the line, I have to hit over a higher part of the net. And if I'm a little late, I'm missing wide. So lots of people don't feel comfortable with that. But if my opponent is right in the middle, so Matt is right in the middle, if I do hit it cross court, so this is a disclaimer, if you're going to hit it cross court, Matt's going to run out there, he's my opponent, and let's say I hit that ball and it goes out there, Matt moves over there, and he catches it. You can see right now, if I don't move quickly, Matt's got the line wide open. So that's why a lot of coaches will explain, hey, if you hit cross court, it may feel good, but you're getting lit up down the line, because that, you see a wide open gap there?
Yeah, and I like this backhand up the line shot right there.
Look at that. Matt just passed me with a Federer passing shot. Nice shot.
I like that.
So if I am going to put it over there to Matt, what I've got to do quickly is I've got to cover that real fast. So I know if I'm going there, I got to get there quick. So let's try that again. So if I'm doing this, as I'm hitting the ball, as I'm making my decision, I'm hitting cross court, I also have to go, I got to close up that gap quickly. So I hit it, and now I move quick, and now Matt catches it, and now what do you see?
Now the up the line, I mean, I'll probably still go for it, but you're definitely in a better position to block it. So I might think, I might hesitate, I might just miss. I might go for it and miss because I see you there.
And what about cross court? How's cross court look to you right now, based on where I am?
It looks a lot more tricky than making the up the line shot, so I'm probably just going to try up the line still.
Yeah, and I think I've got both spots covered, because if I'm here, I feel like I've got you trapped right now, just based on the way geometry is working. Because
if you know how to use that crossover step, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because if Matt goes to pass me down the line, which he sees it, I want him to see that down line. That's where I'd rather him go, actually. I could take one step this way and then cross over. Now what do you see?
Our rackets are lined up when you do that. We're string to string pretty much. You got it.
Yeah.
And if you put it there, and I'm leaning here, I got no chance.
Yeah, and if Matt's going to go cross court, then I've got that too. Now, the reason why so many coaches will tell you to hit down the line is, watch this. Let's say I've got a ball right here on my forehand side, so I'm a little bit here. Matt's right in the middle, and then I pitch the ball over there. He's going to go past me. I barely even have to move, and I've got that same trap play on. So think about that when you're playing singles. That's why it's easier to hit down the line and trap your opponent if your opponent is in the middle of the court. You see that? Now let's say we're playing this point and we're doing a little combo. Let's say we're in a rally and I hit the ball cross court, so Matt runs over there. He hits me a short ball here. Well, now I've got the head start on him, so now it becomes a lot easier to hit cross court, and now I can beat him to that spot, see? So that's where you're going to hit more winners, or the opponent's just barely going to get there. So when we're thinking about that down the line versus cross court, when it becomes a tough decision is when your opponent is in the middle of the court. If they're off the court and you already have a head start on them, then just go to the open court. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, we're going to end with what to do with the volley. How do we put this volley away?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now what we're going to do is they're going to hit their approach shot. We'll have them hit it down the line right now. So if you're hitting to one side and you get your volley, what I want you to generally think about is going to the open court and the way you want to go about it. lots of times, let's say you hit that forehand approach shot as a righty, and then you get a forehand volley. So many people try and make this incredible angle shot that's really, really tough to do. We're actually going to have you go right through here, okay? So we've got it on a little bit of an angle. We want Matt to go right through there. That way your opponent's still not going to get that ball, and Matt's not in danger of missing wide. If you get a backhand volley, so if you're approaching, you get your backhand volley, you're going to go right through these 2 red cones, just straight ahead. So it's just a straight ahead volley. That's good enough to win. All right, so let's see how they do. Here we go. So Caleb's coming up.
Same up the line approach.
Comes up the line, he gets in there, split step volley, too big a swing. So that's gonna be one of the things that they wanna work on, is keeping it real simple. We wanna perfect a short volley. That's better by Matt. He needs to get a little bit more of a cleaner split step next time. Good shot by Caleb. And he's taking his racket too far back. Caleb, I want that going into the box. I want you guys out there to be good at volleying into the short box. A little too deep. It look good?
It was good.
Here we go, ready? Good, let's see if Caleb can get it right through. Now that was perfect technique.
Oh, Caleb had to hit the camera too.
That was really good though. You notice how Caleb shortened up his backswing there, hit a much better volley. Here we go, we'll do a couple more forehands. Matt's coming in, hits the shot. Good.
Matt.
They want to both keep the racket, for what you notice them doing is they're hitting this volley, they're bringing the racket back here, notice how it's out of sight. I want them to keep the racket out in front. It's gonna make it a lot easier to put that volley away. Here we go, get up there, get on that. Good, short backswing, much better. See, that will do the trick. That's gonna win a lot of points. People don't like to run forward. Ready, here we go, get set. Ready? Better by Matt. That's perfect volley by Matt. Here we go, ready. Good, here we go. We're starting to miss too many approach shots, guys. Take care of that first ball. Take care of that first ball. Good shot, Matt. Perfect by Matt. That will win almost every single time against anybody out there. Good, here we go. Good, Caleb's starting to get it. Let's go to the backhand volley.
Okay,
Right, here we go. So Matt's come in, forehand volley, and then he's gonna go backhand right in front. Almost, he had it. Here we go, ready? Good shot, ready? Caleb put that perfectly through, that's what we want. Good shot, ready? That's it, Matt. That's how you take care of business. That's the volley. Ready? There it is, Matt. That's how you do it.
Ooh.
There. All right, there you go, guys. That was how you become a closer. Matt, what do you think about that?
That was great. I love that combo of the heavy, deep, up the line approach, and then the short, a little bit angled off the court, but not enough to make it dangerous.
Yeah, just as long as you're keeping it short, people don't move well up very much. Some opponents do, but for the most part, people move much better this way and that way. So if you're hitting your volley and they can run across, that's when they tend to pass you. When they have to move up, they either don't get to it or they're forced to hit a lob. So it still puts you in command.
Yeah, me and Caleb were having a little trouble at first because we just saw those cones and we thought, let's punch that volley through the cones. But the trick is to just get it a little short.
What we want to do next, guys, is have you play the net with no fear. A lot of people are afraid of the net, Matt.
That's right.
Yep. So we have training, whether you're a singles or doubles player, especially there's lots of good doubles stuff in there, lots of good doubles training in the volley, is we have a course called No Fear Net Play, and we've got a 3-part series on that we want you to check out absolutely free.
That's your bonus homework assignment.
Yeah, and your question of the day is, when do you usually blow the point? Do you blow it on the short ball, or do you blow it on the volley? And what's the best tip you've gotten on either the volley or the approach shot?
The short approach that we were hitting first,
yep,
or the actual volley after you make the good approach.
Yeah. Where do you have it
likely to go wrong for you?
Where do you have trouble? What's the best tip you've ever heard to correct it? Remember, if you're commenting on all the videos, you get put into a raffle to win a free tennis racket. And we'll be back. Next up is power.
Power. Who's our pro that we're gonna use as our example for power?
For power, man. Who are the most powerful players you can think of?
Andy Roddick for serve. Dominic Thiem for just pure blistering ground strokes. Stan Wawrinka, power.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Those are our three.
Oh, and Juan Martín Del Potro.
Oh man, Juan's got to be in there.
Yeah, Delpo, baby.
We're gonna have a meeting to discuss who's gonna be in there. We'll put some powerhouses in there for you guys. Yeah. See you in the next video.
Ship back. Especially in doubles. That's another story.
That's another day. Yeah, so let's not use that. There you go.
Caleb's back.